Hey everyone, so if you missed the class or you just want a little refresher, just a quick rundown on how to use Jamboard to make your vision board. This is your vision Jamboard or your Jam vision board. For 2021, we talked a little bit about intentional thinking, right? And mindfully focusing yourself. It's not about some putting the juju out into the universe. It's really all about giving yourself a reminder, right? And giving space and giving voice and giving tactility to these ideas in your head. And that being said, let me get out of the way and let's get going. So this is the link to our vision board. There is one vision board per class. So you will be collaborating on this, which means A, yes, you can mess things up for other people. So just be careful. Don't worry about it. It's not that big a deal. But B, these are the things that you want other people to see, right? Because part of it about putting it in the universe is not just like for yourself. Right? Like you really kind of have to take that stand and put that out there and say, hey, I'm comfortable enough to do that. And that's what this is all about. So let me show you what you got. When you go around here, this very top bar is the navigation and it's collapsed. If you want to open it up, you just click on it in the middle right here and you can see it goes out. And you can see there is an instructions and there are blank slides with everybody's first name. So this is first period, but same project, same process for all three periods. So that is your navigation, and you can collapse it. They call it the frame bar. You can collapse it there, and it's just like that. And it tells you how many boards are in this particular Jamboard. There's 13 right now. So you can just use the arrows to scroll past. One thing that might happen, and it's okay if it does, is if we go to the end, let me just show you what it looks like. If you're on the last one, and you can see here we're on 13 out of 13, this arrow now says create frame. So it will create a brand new one, right? Now we're at 14 out of 14. So if you accidentally put some extras on here, it's okay. I've preset everything. Everyone has one. But if that happens, don't worry about it. You can always just expand it and go back to the one you need, right? We are going to look at the instructions first, and then I'll show you all how the tools work. Okay, so, and then I collapse the instructions. You can see it says use the frame bar above to find the slide with your name on it. And that's the one you're going to edit. So that's what we just did. You're going to watch this video. You're already watching this video. There you go. Good job. You're going to use any combination of the tools to create your vision board on your frame. And then once everybody is done, there will be a reflection piece in Canvas. So the assignment is to A, create your board, and then B, take a look at everybody else's and do a little reflection feedback on that. Okay. So what are the requirements for your particular vision board? Number one, you have to have some kind of background. Doesn't matter what it is, but it cannot be plain white. Number two, it has to be a combination of words and images. And number three, it has to have at least three, what I'm calling elements of focus, right? So three things that you are envisioning, three things that are maybe your goals, your aspirations, whatever goes on your vision board. So at least three different areas or elements, okay? So like those are the requirements. Let's check out the tools and how you use them, okay? So I'm going to find my frame. This is me. Sam's my first name. I'm going to, so like you can see there's a text box here, right? Let me just walk you through the different tools. And I won't completely finish mine, but I'll show you kind of like a nice little example. So the first thing up is background, because that's the only one that's in a different place. If you look across the top here, you can see there's two buttons, set background and clear frame. So clear frame does just that. It wipes everything out, okay? So don't hit that unless you really, really need to. Set background, you have options. You can see there are 4 patterns and 2 colors that are built in, right? So you can just do one of the patterns. That's fine. You don't have to do anything fancy. Or you can do one of the solid colors if you just want a little contrast. Or you can do this last one, which is an image. And here's what happens when you choose images. Because this is Google based, right? You can upload something that you already have, or if you don't have something, maybe you've got something on your Google Drive, right? And you can just pull it straight from there. But even if you don't have that, Google image search is built right in. Okay. So I'm going to just search for, here's what I'm going to search for. I'm going to search for the Cinque Terre, which is this area in Italy, which is just beautiful. So like, I just want like a nice, beautiful background. And I think I like this one. So I'm going to select that, and it's so let me get my face out of the way. So you can see it says set as frame background. So when we hit that, boom, there you go. There's your background. Isn't that beautiful? I went here 2 years ago and it's part of my vision. So I'm going to leave it for my vision board. So that's how you can set the background. Hit the clear frame button. Oh, that's cool. Did not know that. So clear frame does not clear the background. It clears everything else. But if I want to change it, just change it, right? You can always set it back. Do I want a new picture? Oh, look, it saved my last settings. There we go. Let's change it. Let's change it to a different one just for kicks. How about this one instead? And we'll set this as the frame background. Nice. This is the island this is the town that I actually stayed in, called Vernazza. Really gorgeous. So that's how you set the background. And we found out together that clearing the frame does not clear the background. Okay. Hi, I'm back. So let's go on your left-hand side are all your other tools. So I'm just going to run them down, okay? The pen tool. You have 4 options. You have pen, you can see pen, marker, highlighter, and brush, and then you have 6 colors. So not a whole bunch of options, right? You can't change the size and the width of them and stuff, but let's just, like, I'm just going to do that. You can see how it changes it all, right? Woo-hoo-hoo. There you go. I'm going to just hit clear frame. Highlighter, you can see like it does a, if you've got text in there, which we'll look at in a moment, it's a little bit different, right? So that's your pen tools. Right, so just drawing lines. If you want to draw a straight line, what you want to do is you want to hold down the shift key, and when you drag it, you see how it will make a straight line for you, and then you let it go. Boom, there's your straight line. Okay. Eraser tool is next. An eraser tool just does that. It erases. Piece of cake, right? So if you don't want to hit the clear frame, you just want to erase a little bit. You just do it like that. You can just do it like that. I'm going to clear frame. Just because. Pen tool, eraser tool. This is the arrow is just your selection. Once you have a few more things on there, if you want to start moving them around, you do that. The sticky note, one of my favorites. When you hit the sticky note, you've got your choice of background colors here. So I'm going to make a blue sticky note, and I'm just going to say hello. Type the text in there. You hit save, and it is ready for you to make another one. So maybe this one is green, and I can say saving money. And you can see, so it's putting sticky notes on there. When you're ready to mess around with them, you just hit cancel. And you can drag these all around anywhere you want to. You can drag them from the corners, and they get bigger and smaller, and the text will resize for you. In the top left corner, you can rotate it and spin it around. Okay? And so that's how you do the sticky notes. You position however you want. In the top right corner is the burger bar. And this gives you a couple of options. You can edit it, just like getting into the text. You can copy it, you can delete it, or you can set the order, which is the layers, like if you're layering things on top of each other. Like for example, since I made this one second, right, it's on top now. Maybe I want to put it underneath. And that's order, and it's send. You can either send backwards, like one level, or you can send to the back all the way to the back. And so now this one's on top, right? So you do like that. Those are the Post-it notes. Love the Post-it notes because it's easy to move them. It's easy to move them around real fast. And they pop out. There's like instant background for you. So that's Post-it notes. Here is adding images. We add images the same exact way as we did our background. You can upload them. You can Google image search. You can do whatever you want to. I'm gonna Google image search some kittens, and I'm gonna insert this picture right here. Get my face out of the way. There is your insert. Right, and then once it's in there, you can drag the corners, you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, you can rotate it however you want to. And once again, you can see I can send it backwards. That sends it one level, right? So now it's sticky note, picture, sticky note. Or I can send it all the way to the back, and now it's behind all of those. All right? So you can put any pictures you want. You're searching for pictures, or you are uploading pictures that you already have. Next tool is shapes. And you can see you have a variety of shapes here, just kind of some standard ones, but also some arrows, which are kind of cool, right? Once you put that in here, you can change the color up here, and you can change the line color. So line color, maybe I want to do red, and then fill color, maybe I want to do blue. So that's how you change those colors. I'm going to do that just to mess around. And so you can see here, you can copy it. So if you want to do one shape in a bunch of different places, or if you want to just delete it, instead of using the eraser tool, it's easier just to delete these. And ordering, just like the other stuff, right? And then once again, top left does the rotate. The top left corner always does the rotation. The top right corner is the options. So that's what it looks like. I ate dinner right up here in this castle. It was fantastic. That's your shape tool. The next to last one. So the last one for creating is the text box. So the difference between the post-it and the text box is a text box has no background. So I'm just going to do text here real fast, and you can see it has a few more options. The sticky note, you just throw the text in. You can't change anything about the text. Here you can see I can change my text color, and I can change my text size with this, and I can align it in the box if I want to. You should also be able to resize the box. Oops, wrong corner. If I resize the box, it does resize the text a little bit too, right? So then we can rotate it just like normal. We can do our forward and backwards just the same way as well, and edit it to get into the text, and you can just redo it. Boom. So those are all the tools. The last tool is this laser tool, which is really for presentation, because what it'll do, you'll see, it goes away. It's just a quick little, like if you were doing it live, you could say, I have a cat that looks like this, and her name is Strega. And I have a cat that looks like this, and her name is Spectro. But you won't use those for creation. You'll just use the top tools for creation. And setting the background, I'm going to clear this frame out. And that's how you use the tools. Let's take a look at some examples of vision boards. And all I did was straight up Google it. There's no one right or wrong way to do it. You can see here some of these are really, really cluttered. And I love that, right? Hey, like I got all this stuff going on. And you can see like these are like physical ones where they cut things out of magazines. We're doing it digitally. So it could be like that. Or you could do nice and kind of organized like this one. Hey, I've got 4 categories: spiritual, social, physical, intellectual. That's kind of cool. Like I like that one too. It's like, hey, I'm really, really focused. I'm gonna just simplify it to these few things. You could do mostly words. Where was the mostly words one? Like this one right here, right? Oh, there's a few pictures in here, but it's mostly words. You could do mostly pictures. You do have to do a combination of both, but I don't care what it is, as long as there's 3 different elements and you use both words and pictures. So I'm going to go back to that, put myself back up on the screen, and just say, so like I'm going to finish mine offline, but then you can take a look at my example, which will be in the vision board itself. And so you can follow that. You can do your own thing, however you feel. If you got any questions, please let me know.